I suppose your parents try to help you with as many ways as possible. They took you to different kinds of therapists, and did they?
Yeah, we ran the gamut of what was available in the mid-late 60s, which wasn't a lot. There was a metronome that made you speak like that, which is not very tenable and didn't really work for me. Sadly, when I was about 15, my mum passed away, and Dad, in that same year, managed to find me a speech therapist, a bizarre speech therapist operating out of the Channel Islands in Jersey, and his name was Bill Kerr, and to this day he's imprinted in my soul. Bill's treatment, which would not be accepted these days, is that he maintained that stammerers have a fear of words, like some people have a fear of flying, so they don't fly very often, so I didn't talk very often. And in a world of communication, certainly these days, communication is, the words are what we live by. In those days it was a bit easier, I suppose. It wasn't all about how you look and how you sound. But Bill maintained that you couldn't make it in life unless you could communicate. So he was going to make you so afraid to stammer that your brain would accept that communication was its method rather than its fear. Mm-hmm. So we stood, there were 8 of us in this class, and it took us the first 3 hours to say good morning to each other. And we used to be made to stand bolt upright, purse your lips, nod your head to every syllable, and speak very slowly. And if we stammered, we'd get hit. I mean, physically punched, or slapped round the face, or punched in the back, or so it was awful. But all of our brains seemed to say, after a day or two, this is actually something that we should do. We should speak properly because we're getting hurt. And I was cured, inverted commas, cured in 3 days.
3 days.
I was 15 at this time, so I had 15 years of non-call, 13 years of non-communication knocked out of me in 3 days. And I remember I had a particular penchant, or non-penchant, for P's, D's and T's. I couldn't say any of that. So we were released from the camp for an afternoon on the Wednesday of that week, and I went into St Helier with my dad, and I bought a polka-dotted tie. And that was a moment in my life when my life changed.